Thank you very much. Good evening.
Well, good evening. I'm sure you must have seen the APC's march in Lagos today. It's been described as a 5 million man march. And that's just coming a week after your party staged its own. And it looks like a battle of who can pull the most crowd, as I said earlier on. Does your party feel intimidated seeing the crowd that was pulled by the APC in Lagos, a major stronghold today?
Well, you can see that I find it quite entertaining. One of the greatest things that has happened in this dispensation is that a 4-month-old party, I mean, is now so much in leadership that parties that have existed for 20 years or more are playing a catch-up game, and it's still not being done very well. I want to congratulate the APC for the effort that was made today. Really, what you saw was not a Lagos rally. We are a very sophisticated group, a group made up of, being driven and powered by youth. We have taken that tape to we have done a forensic study of the tape of the rally in our laboratories. And we found out that I personally can recognize about 4 or 5 people from my federal constituency. Others can recognize people from Oyo, Osun, etc. So really what you saw this morning was a Southwest rally, not really a Lagos rally. But even if you give it as a Lagos rally, it is just fairly comparable to what happened in First Act Town. You will recall that the October 1 Labour Party rally, the Obedient rally, simultaneously took place in an unprecedented manner with a crowd that is also unprecedented and organic in Lekki, in First Act, in Surulere, in 4 different locations. And you have them on tape. Go and check, put them side by side. What you saw in Lagos today was nothing compared to any one of them, or maybe at best is at par with anyone. So what APC has been able to do after having seen the Labour Party movement do something is still just about a quarter of what we did. It's encouraging, and it shows that they're catching up. But besides that also, if you look at that's why I told you, we did an organic study. We did a forensic study of the tape. Virtually 60–70% of those who took part were people that were members of an institution called NURWT, the constituency of the organizer of the rally. But the rally of Labour is Obedient is a natural human response to what is going on in the society, and it is propelled. You could see it. It was propelled by dynamic youths who are dedicated, committed, not people who are just generally laughing and joking. These are very serious-minded young people who are determined to take their country, back.
Well, Dr. Okupe, you know the challenge.
It was just an attempt.
Right. The challenge with these claims from the APC, the Labour Party...
It's a catch-up game.
Right. If you can hear me, the challenge usually is being empirical, being scientific. You said yours was a 1 million man march. It was a 2 million. The APC said it's a 5 million man march. But really, nobody has done a head count. Some will put the figures at just a few thousand. So
forget
really,
about the figures.
What figure would you put to your own rally to begin with?
What you saw today from Lagos is perhaps comparable to the list of the outings we had in Lagos on the October 1. Maybe you can compare to Surulere or to First Act Town, but certainly you cannot compare to Lekki. We had rallies in 4 simultaneous places. This is just one street show, across Lagos. Please, you will be joining in the deception if you try to compare what has happened today to what happened. Forget about numbers.
Facts and numbers, they say, Dr. Okupe, don't lie. And it's important to put this in proper perspective. You said that you have a laboratory, you've done some sort of, forensic analysis. So certainly you should be able to put a figure such that you can say, well, we had 10,000, 1 million, and then naturally she'll trounce the figures from the others. So if you were to put a figure to the last rally you had in Lagos altogether, what would it be?
I'm a sensible man and I'm a logical man. If I put a figure, it is my word against yours. So it is ridiculous. There's no need to put a figure. You saw it yourself. People saw it themselves. We've seen what has happened in Lagos. Let us not just talk about the volume of people, the stream of flow of people that we saw in Lagos today. It was just comparable to what we saw in either Surulere or Festac, which is just one of the 4 locations that we, that the